Hi everyone, welcome to the stream. I like how I literally looked up and I was like, oh, I have a little bit of time. I can keep looking at my phone and doing what I'm doing. And then I look down to do what I was doing, then look back up and it's like, oh, you already missed it. How did I manage to do that? Let me just fix this camera thing. That's so... Why does this look so different than it did this morning? What's different here? Why so bad? I mean, I know this is so very weird. I look pale, I look dark. I really need to do the exposure thing? Because that's too bright. Why are you like this, you stupid thing? Oh my god. Okay. Let's go with this and hope for the best, I guess. I wonder what happens when I do this. I feel like this is kind of working. I mean, it is, but in the sense that, yeah, not worth it. That's what it all comes down to, in the sense that it's not worth it. Anyway, hi everyone, welcome to the stream. I'm a mess today, can't you tell? I have a hole in my butt. I have an ice pack down here, and a bunch of bandages over it, which is real fun. It's just, it's not hurting a lot yet, but it will eventually. I love having to do this every 3 months. And I have to remind myself that I made the very conscious choice to go about it this way, so yay. That's how I do the hormone thing, because I need to, keep my body happy since it doesn't create its own anymore. What is going on? Whoa. All right. Um, I have this loud machine next to me right now that is currently blasting um, moisture into the air. So if it is at all too loud and you can hear it over the stream or whatever, just let me know. I can turn it down. I just haven't had it on in like 24 hours and it's starting to feel real crispy in here. So, um, yeah, wanted to kind of get a jump on that. Also, did you know that when you microwave reheat pierogies, they inflate like balloons and can pop? Um, Ask me how I know. That was a little disturbing when I opened the microwave and I saw the pierogies that were in there and they were just like huge. It's like, oh my god. Anyway, I'm obviously still eating dinner because of course I am. Cool. Um, I have to turn this down, don't I? Just a little bit. Just a little bit so I can hear myself. All right. We're getting back into Age of Restraint. Things are funky and weird and cool and different and historical. Court of the Sentinels, lies, punishment, and a dance of deception. All right, bring it on. It's so very... Wow. This is just straight up fucking... Blade Runner moment. Like cyberpunk. Whoa. Whoa. That is a lot. To avoid hypocrisy in their sacred mission, handling unsanctioned technology outside the Sentinel's duties is forbidden. To maintain the humility befitting their station, seeking wealth or status beyond the purview of Sentinel's responsibilities is forbidden. To follow the letter and spirit of the law, any attempt by a Sentinel to take the law into his or her own hand is forbidden. To devote the attention fully to the work of cultivating a safe Lemuria, allegiance to any outside cause or movement is forbidden. Close. Use the library's printing and formatting machine restricted to describe the sentinels only. Listen, you can break those real easy. Ah! Spiel dance. Turn that off right now. We'll come back to it. Daria. Okay. Pay close attention to my performance tonight. With your guidebook at hand, I have a message just for you. Oh. Butterfly gift. Whoa. Okay. Prime Sentinel Morn de Silva opened the door. During a routine security check last night, library found free of any foreign objects. Hallway surveillance of sentinels who under library today as follows. Alright, this seems to be chronological downwards. No, that doesn't belong to me. Wait, hold on. I have no clue who put it there. Damn, just let me explain. I entered the library to speak with Daria concerning your message to the public, lest it be an insufficient rebuke. I believe this incident invalidates my concerns. How quickly technology has corrupted one of our own. I entered the library this morning, but only to retrieve translation materials for the masses. Tala arrived and spoke with me, then we both had left. Never seen that device before this tribunal. I'm not sure what the green and pink mean exactly. Is green a truth and pink is a lie? Is that what it is? Hello, hello. Oh, an apartment viewing. All right. I was in the library alone. I didn't see anything unexpected. Perhaps he brought the artifact in with him, but why did he do it? I would never thoughtlessly so violate our code. My duties as Prime Sentinel do not require me to enter the library, nor would I ever handle forbidden technology unless I was depositing it into the vault. Am I not above suspicion? Echo Sif sent me to the library to catalog recording. That's when I caught Gim still in clothes of high ceremony, holding that thing. What else could I do except run and call for this tribunal? I didn't want to implicate myself by speaking with him. Okay. Well, this guy is the Prime Sentinel, whose name is Morn de Silva, so... why are there no people here? Or maybe I have to actually... That's right, you have to actually click on it. You've heard your lies and veiled deceptions. You are in violation of sacred statutes. Specifics for your sin shall be sorted out of your trial. Okay, forbidden Sentinel's possession. Tribunal shall be held. Sentinel under suspicion of answer the following questions. Were you caught handling this forbidden artifact? Does this forbidden artifact belong to you? Do you know where this forbidden artifact came from? If the Sentinel admits guilt, refuses to answers untruthfully, they shall immediately be detained in preparation for full trial at a later date. Other Sentinels shall offer statements concerning the incident. Okay. Now, we know this guy's name is Morn de Silva. Boop, boop. Listen to me, I never touched that thing. Daria, please tell them. Interesting. Never touched that thing is green, though. Ah, that is the thing from the last scenario that was merging people with plants. Looks like an object we confiscated from the orchard. I gave Sentinel de Silva one to deposit in the vault. How did he get his hands on another? Interesting. Why are we not questioning him further? How did he smuggle this accessible thing onto the ship? We must determine whether he has an accomplice among our ranks. I don't know what he's talking about. Perhaps it's best for us to seal him away until we return to the capital city. Can't there be another way? Bethebs. Ensure all sentinels have clear view of Harold Zinn's spiel dance performance. Please catalog your recording of the performance in the library immediately after changing. Okay. Okay. What explains these statements being true, false? The pink is false, the green is true. Okay. Alright. Harold Zinn's and advisor Kib, all in the morning. Hecko Sift sent me to the library. Hecko Sift, who is that? According to this thing. Hecko Sift is Scribe Sift. Gim Gim in his clothes of high ceremony holding that thing. Is this Gim Gim? Harold Zinn's. Kim Zinn's. And then her last name then is Kib. Advisor Kib. Right. Daria. I don't know what he's talking about. Can't there be another way? Okay. Who else? Technician Kara and Assistant Dowberry. Did other people talk about going to the library? Entered the library this morning, but only to retrieve translation materials for the masses. Tala arrived and spoke with me, then we both left. Oh wait, so she was first. And then... Tala Kib. She... okay. Maybe it actually happened in the afternoon then. Echo Sift sent me to the library to catalog a recording. Her first name is Bethabs. Alright, we got something there. Harold Zinn. So this is the Herald. Tala was there. Tala is the one who did the spiel dance, right? Pretty sure. Daria. Don't listen to Tala, I'm certainly confident. Or else will change hearts. Tala and Daria. Okay. So we know that guy didn't go in anything. So Carrot and Dalberry. Gim Gim, Kara, and Dalberry. And there's Scribe Sift. Echo Sift, I think? Echo Sift. Sent me to catalog a recording. I entered the library to speak with Daria concerning her message to the public. Okay, but now I'm not sure who the fuck Daria is. Haraldson's Spiel dance performance. Enter the library. Oh. I feel like I got mixed up somewhere. So no, I'm actually almost right. This is just Tala is not the right name. It's Daria. Daria is the one who gave the performance. I've never actually seen the show. I have never seen Daria. So Morn didn't go in, we know that. Kara, Zins, and Dowberry. Kara, Zins, and Dowberry. So Advisor Kib and Sift. And this guy says, I spoke with Daria concerning a message to the public, lest it be an insufficient rebuke. Okay, so that must mean that this guy is Kib. Which means this guy is Heko Sift. Tala is the only name left. Nice! Cool, we got it. Alright, we got people, we got people. People we got. Oh, we gotta translate the dance. Hold on. Translate the dance. Here we go. Alright, start here. Does this mean anything? Invention, I think. Invention. Invention to virtue. Have the hands over the head here. Is that without? I think that's without. Invention without humility. Sows boss. Okay. Said though, I feel like I can trust you with the great secret. Cannot tell you openly with fakes. Close attention to my performance tonight with your guidebook at hand. I have a message just for you. What does that mean? Lost again. This is basically saying that one of the things, I think this is what this is saying, one of those things means something else. I'm gonna try and see if I can put on my... Make myself comfortable so I don't hurt myself here. Oh, hard to do. Everything's shaking. We got it. All right, we got it. Let's go back to the statements. What explains these statements being true, false? I've done nothing wrong. Handling unsanctioned technology. Welfare status. Take the law in his own hands. Allegiance to outside cause or movement. Because the printing and formatting machine is only to be used by them. Or maybe not. That doesn't belong to me. I have no clue who put that there. I've never touched that thing. Were you caught handling this forbidden artifact? Yes, but I've done nothing wrong. Ooh, crunchy. I'm realizing his statements are technically truth, but only technically. I didn't see anything unexpected is to not say that I saw something bad, just that it was expected. I would never so thoughtlessly violate our code means that I would if it were thoughtful. That guy seems suspicious. Suspicious. That doesn't belong to me. The gift thing? So he has handled it. I've never touched that thing. Never touched that thing. Is this a technicality because he has gloves on? That'd be funny. Ha! It is. Okay. All right. All right. Sure. Hold on. Someone brought a forbidden artifact aboard the ship. Oops. Oh. Someone reformatted the note and the translation. That's what the thing, right? Reformatted a guidebook from Daria Sins and sent it to Gim Kara. Because of this, Gim Kara translated the dances. Something else. Oh, maybe it's a code of in general. Down and over everyone. So it's I love you. Find gift. Within butterfly. Okay. I love you, find gift within butterfly. Which explains why there's the butterfly box and got it. I love you. Find gift within butterfly. Then Betheb Stelberry saw Gim Kara holding the artifact. And called a tribunal. At the tribunal, Gim Kara was executed. Detained? For having violated the first statute. Okay. I think it was Heko Sift. He sent Betheb Stelberry even. Oh, close. Okay. Ecosif brought a forbidden artifact aboard the ship. Ecosif reformatted a guidebook from Daria's Inn, sent it to Kim Kara. Kim Kara translated the dance as I love you, find gift within butterfly. Bethip Strawberry saw Kim Kara holding the artifact, called a tribunal. At the tribunal, Kim Kara was detained for violating the first statute. Does it say what happens? Preparation for full trial at later date. Yeah. Detained, not killed. Okay. Maybe it's the note that we're talking about? Forging a note? Ah, there we go. Okay. Got it. Nice! Ecosif smuggled a forbidden artifact onto the ship to frame Gibbon Kara. Knowing what questions would be asked of a suspect in a Sentinel's tribunal, Heko laid an inescapable trap for Gim that exploited his infatuation with Daria Zins. What a tricky bastard. Universal transfer device. Aha! This is indeed the golden idol from the last game. We finally got there. Powerful contraption can execute a number of commands pertaining to life, memory, matter, and more. Though it was considered dangerous in previous eras, the Sentinels used a universal transfer device for a strictly essential purpose. It was used to excise dangerous memories from perpetrators, but the automaton that holds the device only functions if the target willingly complies and requests the procedure. Interesting. Huh. Okay. The Sentience Gambit. A daring mission goes awry. Whoa. We can worry about that later. For now, just get me and Mr. Black back to the hideout. We're stealing the idol. Oops. Okay. Once inside the ship, stay out of sight for a while when Mr. Red plays his part. When he's ready, he'll bring the key you need. Don't mess with its controls. They'll be as you need them. Head to the room directly in front, the one you originally entered. Inside, use the key Mr. Red gave you to disconnect me. Remember, you're looking for a duck. After that, head back to the entry point. Mr. Green and I will meet you and Mr. Red there. A whole bunch of forbidden artifacts. Alright. Most of what you came here for. Let's just go freedom at last. So I'm alone on the ship thanks to Little Chirper's performance. Ensure the path is fully clear for Mr. Red and Blue. While Mr. Red takes care of our main priority, Mr. Blue plays his part, set up my demise. Once everyone is done, signal Mr. Green to collect me at a prearranged spot. What'll happen in there? Where's Mr. Red? We only need space for the four of us. Little Chirper will work remotely. Once Little Chirper and I have cleared the path for you, I will signal you. On my signal, head straight to the entry point. After that, stay out of sight for a while. When I give you the signal, collect me from the prearranged spot. From there, we will head back to the entry point to collect Mr. Red and Blue. A mounted 4-barreled gun. Okay. Oh, that's a robot with a gun, I guess. And the remains of a person. Death to all humans. Oh, good. That certainly isn't going to be a problem later, I'm sure. Verbal command received. Show today's command log. Essential status cannot be confirmed. Ignoring verbal command. Interesting. Take this vapor on and repeat the phrase death to all of humans. Checking speaker status. Essential status confirmed. Ah, did not actually shoot. Is just holding it and repeating the phrase at the scene of a crime. How dare you? I'm a sentient, conscious being just like you with all the same rights. I don't believe you. Admit you're just a low-life prankster talking to us through the transmitter which you have connected to the robot's speaker. Child, don't be so naive. Isn't that exactly what a sentient robot would want us to believe? Let us continue our investigation. What is going on in here? Ooh. Very busy. That man's dead. Okay. That man's been shot. My leg, it hurts so much. Once you and Mr. Blue are inside, grab the first key from under the bed. It was prepared yesterday, should be good to go. Take care of our main priority first. After that, use the second key, the one you brought with you, to get the third. Hand the third key to Mr. Blue. While he does what he needs to do, bring the stuff back to the entry point. Mr. Green and I will meet you and Mr. Blue there. So this must be Mr. Red, as he's the one that... Mr. Red is the one on the floor. Because he's the one that's missing, right? Yeah, where's Mr. Red? This is Red, Blue, and Chirper, so whoever is left... Mr. Black must be. Or Mr. Black is the code name here. Just get me and Mr. Black back to the hideout. Okay, nope. So this is Mr. Black. This must be Mr. Blue then. Mr. Green and I will meet you and Mr. Red there. So this must be Mr. Green. And that's Mr. Blue. Little Chirper. Not sure who Little Chirper is. The Prime Sentinel entered earlier, as only he is permitted to do. As per protocol, he identified himself. I saw that he spoke true. No one else has come. Sentinel status confirmed. Interesting. He's locked up. Oh, that guy. Stuck in this room for days now, alone with this automaton and its creepy little statue. Tala keeps telling me all I need to do is instruct the robot to remove the memories I have about tampering with the harvester, and they'll let me go. I don't know how much longer I can hold out for. At least my Invisibook prototype works, so I was able to sneak this diary on board. Interesting. There's the inventory of artifacts. Who's entered the vault today? Mouse Caller reports sentient robot in Sector 4. Code Red dispatching full team for investigation. Tala, Daria, Beth Abs are all out. Kim Gim is out. This guy's dead. So I think Heko Sift, the perpetrator from the last one, is the one who's hiding in here. Yeah, to escape the artifacts. Things would run a lot smoother if we were all allowed to calibrate temporary variodolas rather than having to wait for Kim Gim to do them all at the start of each job. If a Sentinel cannot perform his or her duties for whatever reason, the person immediately below him, her in the chain of command should take on his responsibilities while a replacement is sought. Okay, if Sentinel cannot perform his or her duties for whatever reason. Which means that if the head of the Sentinels was killed, then Tala would be there, not Heko Sift. Ah, there's the duck. Maybe the duck is the sentinel. Maybe these are sentinels? Those mean things. They sure do mean things. Antenna Veridola. Okay, so if you turn it, if it's turning, then the Veridola will work. If it's not, then it doesn't. Squares have 4 sides, triangles have 3 sides. Triangles have 5 sides, squares have 4 sides. Triangles have 5 sides. Scanning area. Patrol ship. Set patrol air to gym only. Sentinel status confirmed. Little Chirper's performance. Set up my demise. That must mean he's faking his death. That's the death to all humans robot thing. This must be the entry point, the open window. Window? Yep. First key. Second key. Third key. Bring the key you need. Disconnect me. Nothing about keys there. Nothing about keys there. Grab the first key from under the bed. It was prepared yesterday, so it should be good to go. After that, use the second key, the one you brought with you, to get the third. Hand the third key to Mr. Blue. Is the second key the circular saw? I think it's the circular saw. Third key. Mess with its controls, they'll be as you need them. Mr. Red takes care of our main priority. The one who's still on the ship. Okay. He has a bunch of artifacts. Should I use the second key you brought with you to get the third? So I think then the artifacts are the key. Oops. Okay. Ah, look at that. A bot. Doing bot things. Where's my pen? Where did the pen go? Where is the pen? Oh. Ah! Nope, 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 nope. Boop! No bans. No bots. Stop the bot. No bot. Okay. Well, the robot didn't really have a victim. Hekosift faked his death, so no one? Is that a thing? Can that be a thing? Ah, it can be a thing. There we go. All right, symbols. The duck is Hekosift, I believe. So then we have to figure out who the others are. So the vault is the one in the middle there. That person's just in the vault, so I think that's Gim Kara, the one who's stuck, literally unable to move. Started in that office, went outside. This person also went outside, but started in this office. Not helpful. Two different bedrooms. Went into that room, though. This room right here. Oh, the fact that they went into that room, though, this must mean this is Talakib, because his position as advisor allows him to get in all the bedrooms. Okay. Went into the vault. That's Daria Zin's. Which by elimination means that the big head guy ended up here somehow. Huh. Doesn't make a ton of sense. Not sure why. That's probably the thing, though. It doesn't make sense. What's his name? Warren De Silva. Okay. To clear the coast. First key is a Veridola, which he's wearing. My leg, it hurts so much, and it's a lie, which is weird. Huh. Mr. Red wore a Veridola. And then that's how Mr. Red entered the vault. Sift had miscalibrated, because that explains why the triangle had 5 sides registered as truth, and why my leg hurts so much registered as false. So it purposely recalibrated. Artifacts and the gold idol stole them. Stole them. Inside Mr. Red stole them. Using the ladder. Little chirper reported a sentient robot. Troll robots ended up at the gym, so maybe ordered. Sift ordered troll robots to the gym. Okay. Using the idol. Oh, I see. He thought that was the duck, so he disconnected the wrong person. Okay, mistakenly disconnected Warren De Silva, who, realizing what had happened, returned to the ship and shot Mr. Red. Hey, we got it. All right, cool. Cool. Get him out of the way. Hecko gained access to the temporary variodolas. He intentionally miscalibrated one to glow green when the wearer lied so that Mr. Red could use it to access the vault and steal the artifact inside. Mr. Blue was supposed to disconnect Hecko's variodola from the antenna so that the Sentinels would no longer be able to track him. To stop them from trying to look for him anyway, Hecko also made it seem as though a robot had vaporized it, but Mr. Blue accidentally disconnected Morn instead, preventing a clean getaway. Alright. No intervention zone, buffer zone, Technotopia. Okay, Lemuria is here. The buffer zone is the buffer societies. This is very vaguely shaped like the rest of the world, and this is just Australia. Like North America, South America, Africa, Europe, Asia. This is Saudi Arabia, Philippines, New Zealand, and Australia. I think this is also an Australian game. Hold on, let me double check. Well, it might be why. Developed by Color Gray Games. Cloud printer. Prints clouds to spread provided liquid sample into the atmosphere. Calmer creates euphoria within range for all people in contact with gold. Modified harvester teleports matter within range to a predetermined destination. Fuses organic matter together. Alchemizer converts any body of liquid into gold. Deconstructor disassembles a target object into basic parts. Quafizer converts text to liquid. Contact with the liquid or its vapors will cause one to instantly memorize the text. Expander rapidly expands a targeting object. Convincer converts an idea into a list of arguments that are statistically most likely to convince everybody the idea is true. Nano civilization kit. Add water to start your own rapidly developing civilization in a jar. It is also a situation. That's true. Consequences. Disobedience sows chaos. That looks bad. Pickpock 23, teleporting harvester. Effective, safe, legal. Teleports fruit straight from the tree to the storage bin. Okay. There's a car smashed. Record for several minutes after crash. Ah. Ah. Oh, with the eyes and everything? Monument of Humanity. Data Disk Factory. Tracking Dead Zone. Data Guardian's Office. Tenska Family Orchard. Statute, second statute, and the fourth. Mega Miner user manual. Oh boy. Mega Miner robot can be programmed using either visual or traditional scripting. Default mining. Default mining function: find if found, nothing, walk. Return to start. If found, obstacle, destroy, return to start. If found, being identify. If identified, not a target, discard, return to start. If identified, target, kill, destroy. If found, gem. Identify, okay. Identified target 2, discard, target 2, destroy. Alright. A bunch of commands. Ah. What's the little circle there for on her dress thing? Lawful citizen, my name is Talakib. Never in my life have I ever even thought of touching narcotics. Talakib? First essential I'd never seen before entered my cell and removed the idol using a circular saw. On his way out, he said to me, "You saw nothing. It's strange, but I could have sworn his Veridola glowed green as he said that." Not long afterwards, I heard people running around and then gunshots. All the while, I just stayed in my cell, frozen in fear. That was a while ago. We're experiencing terrible turbulence now. I'm done sitting around. I'm going to try and sneak out and see what's going on. Mega Miner shutting down in 3, 2, 1. Zoom. Not intoxicated. But correct. Huh. I'm a sentinel. I'm not intoxicated. Input correct. Scanner Veridola. Authorized user status confirmed. Set operator authorization to Talakib only. Run Justice function from chip. Justice Heco Sift. I'm a lawful citizen. My name is Tala Kib. I am not intoxicated. Authorized user status denied. Statement 1 error. Lawful citizen, my name is Tala Kib. Never in my life have I even thought about touching narcotics. Stop all functions. Huh. Okay, we'll have to come back to that because that looks complicated. Answer for this, so you cause this, make it stop. Look what you've done, Tala. This is all your fault. Excellent child, I did it in the name of the law. Don't you understand? Did I not show you its evil dreams? What are the circles? Oh. Oh, that's bad. Give all memories. Okay. Where did you get your license? Alright, that's obviously... Or shot, it's a miracle I got us this far. Alright, so that's the driver. Nope. Alright. Well, I got close, right? I hope, maybe. The artifacts in check. I got us this far, no thanks to you. No, that doesn't belong there. Are they alright? No thanks to you. Where did you get your license? Listen, idiot, we were shot. It's a miracle I got us this far. Then we're bickering. Will you two stop bickering? Look behind us. Is that? It surely can't be. Sentinel ship. How did they find us? Isn't it obvious how? You had one job. Hey, don't blame me. Maybe they just got lucky. You know that's not what happened. Oh, look at that. Cool. All right. Given that map, we need to hide. 5 more that do that. Or no. Billboard. 5 more that do that. Oh, okay, I got it. Cool. All right, I'll take it. I'll take it. Okay. Nodes. Oh, Lord. Okay. Okay, so this is the default function here, so we can kind of figure it out from there, I suppose. So that's start, I think. Is that a correct thing? Restart? Start? Start not a thing? Oh wait, maybe it's find, because that's the first big thing. Okay, so find. Alright, so find. If found nothing. Circle. What does the circle mean? Nothing would be. Oh no. Okay, so the boxes are actions. The symbols are things. So in this case, this one here, find, if found nothing, return to start. So the circle is nothing. And the dot 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 is restart or walk. Walk. Okay. Return to start. Okay. If found, obstacle destroy. That must be this one. So the square is an obstacle, because these are the simple things that only have one branch. So the square is obstacle. Somewhere here. Obstacle. And destroy would be the two squigglies. Then we gotta figure out, alright. If found being identify, found gem identify. If I discard destroy, discard clean. Okay, so this must be discard then. We know that's destroy, so this then must be target 1. Or target. Target. Okay, just target. Target. Not target then would be the circle. Yes. Not target. Or the C, whatever, I don't know. In this case, we know it's a being. The star is a being. Which then leaves gem as the triangle. Okay. 2 plus signs is identify. Kill, destroy. Okay, so kill is the green with the lines and dots. Kill, destroy. We know that's discard. This then is clean and store. So clean and store. Okay. So from there, we can kind of figure out what setting is wrong here. So we have find. Nope. Okay. Find. Walk, destroy, and identify. Being identify, obstacle destroy, and nothing walk. Okay. Not target and target. Target kill, not target store. Okay. That doesn't seem wrong, though. All previous commands performed successfully. Specify targets with an X and non-targets with an O. So all of these people have O's. Including her. Okay, so this giant robot, I just realized this is a giant robot. Wow, I'm so smart. Holy shit. So smart. So this is a giant robot that's holding up the ship and cutting it open and sucking out the targets or not targets. But because the targets being identifying not target store, that's why they're getting put in this thing in here. Got it. Stop all functions. Okay. Alright, well, when Hecko Sift, Mr. Blue and Mr. Green realized that Hecko Sift was still being tracked, we know this because they found him and his Veridola wasn't shut off because it was the wrong one that they shut off. They used the harvester because it was a teleporter. It's not. There was a part of the map that was a tracking dead zone, isn't there? The data disk factory. Okay. Which used to be a building. As we know, this is all cut up now. Okay, so they entered the factory because it was a dead zone. Yeah, I was to say those were there. Once inside, Mr. Blue and Mr. Green. Okay. Shot. Hecko Sift, then using the, they called him dead weight or whatever, and using the harvester, they teleported all Hecko Sifts. No, the golden idol is that they, using the golden idol, they transferred all Hecko Sifts. So they didn't shoot him? Did they not shoot him? Getting a bunch bunch of... Oh boy. Hold on, I gotta look at this. Fun. Okay, well, I don't know that I can do anything about it. How did I get tagged? Okay, it's just to say. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and mute this because there's nothing I can do about it. So, never mind. Personal record, 3 things, including 195 deads for 4 reps. I feel like I can get... Nice! Good job! Alright, that's cool. I don't remember what I'm deadlifting right now. It's all a mess because I had to take 3 weeks off, and now I'm taking this week off because I have a hole in my butt, as previously stated. So I cannot go to the gym even if I wanted to. Well, I could, but I'd hurt myself. Memories to a disc. They did this because they needed Echo Sift because he knew the blank of the blank. That explains what one of our artifacts does. They didn't know what the artifacts do, so Echo Sift knows the functions of the artifact. But he could not have... used the artifacts? Or, okay, he could not have left the dead zone without being tracked. Finally, using the teleporter, the harvester, they teleported to the orchard. But it went wrong. Okay, alright. Then we gotta deal with a robot. How did the robot get here? Telekib only. Run justice function from chip. Run justice Echo Sift. Justice function. Okay. I think it's Telekib. Program the robot to find, identify, and then kill Echo Sift before it could stop. Or it could stop. But Echo Sift doesn't exist anymore because the Golden Idol took his memories. Had been used on Echo Sift. The robot failed to find Echo Sift, so the rampage continued. Etham and Lurville managed to, by using the Paradola that had previously been miscalibrated. Ah, hold on. Telekib violated. Tried to stop it, but couldn't, having violated. Hold on, which one? 3. Take the law into his own hands. The 3rd statute. Ah, we're close. Telekib programmed the robot to find, identify, and then kill Echo Sift before it could stop. Because the Golden Idol had been used on Echo Sift, the robot failed to find Echo Sift, so the rampage continued. Or, well, but no, maybe they found it but couldn't kill Echo Sift? Ah, that was it. Okay. That was it. Boop. Yeah, that's a pretty bad thing that happened. Mining Robot got stuck in an infinite loop of destroying buildings and capturing people because Tala had programmed not to stop until it killed Heko, which was impossible because the idol had already extracted all his memories. Fortunately, Etham realized he could trick the robot into accepting his commands by lying to it while wearing the temporary Veridola from the heist. This way, he managed to end what would have otherwise been an endless cycle of destruction. What do you think he was trying to achieve? Anything I say will be pure speculation. We never know what motivated that heretic. Ah, okay. Heko Sift wanted to... Conquer the world, I'm guessing. Usual kind of deal, you know. What did he steal again? What did he actually manage to steal? Cloud thing. Brick, the quafizer. This thing is the one that tells people their memories are the thing that will convince them the most. Those are the least useful by far. So I just need to know what the blue box and the pink thing are again. Nope. Deconstructor disassembles a targeted object to basic parts. Quafizer converts text to liquid, contracts to liquid. Okay. Not helpful. Convincer is the big one, I think. I love lying to robots, right? You know? Converts the idea into a list of arguments. Oh, hold on. Converts the idea into a list of arguments. A list would be written down in text, then text to liquid, contact with a liquid, or its vapors will cause one to instantly memorize the text, and then clouds that spread a provided liquid sample into the atmosphere. Okay, so that's the... Okay. Convincer to quafizer to cloud printer. That's the technologies that we have here. So you create a list of arguments that turns into a liquid that then is turned into a vapor that everyone is exposed to because of the clouds. Okay. So we have convinces. We know there's a no... The restraint policy, the don't conquer other civilizations, don't destroy other civilizations kind of a deal. So to abolish the restraint policy and then enslave the world? Hey! He was trying to power grab. Was exactly what his plan was, but it did not work. Oh no. That's that guy on the disc. Oh no. Oh, that's bad. This is gonna be bad. Could have improved so many lives with your wondrous knowledge from the Lemurian of the past. Barbarian or present weakling Lemurian. Pow, the last true Lemurian died with me thousands of years ago. Then perhaps it's for the best that none will access that knowledge anymore. This is bad news bears. Well, we got one more, Curse of the Last Reaper, but I'm going to take a quick moment because I want ice cream or something similar. I honestly want ice cream, but I don't have any whipped cream, and that's bothering me, but I'll figure something out. I'm not sure. I'll figure something out. All right. I'm going to be right back. Once I figure out what button I need to press. There we go. We're back, and I crashed the game because it doesn't like it when you change scenes for some reason. I keep forgetting this, but I don't have to remember this after today because this is going to be the last part. I am vowing this now. We are going to finish this DLC tonight because I got to finish it. I don't know. So I now have this sundae, which is a whipped creamless sundae, and that's just a little sad, but I'll live. It's because for some reason... Oh. Piratas. For some reason, the what's it called? The place I get my groceries from, they don't have whipped cream. They have, like, whipped dairy topping, which is not the same and tastes awful. Like Ready Whip. I hate Ready Whip. 3 a.m. God help me if I have to do that again. Pay heed to the curse of the last reaper. Horrifying tale for the ages. Alright, what do we got? Last orders. A deadly end and a murderous beginning. Ooh. Let me quickly go back. Hold on. Oh, that's just the beginning. Got it. Never mind. Never mind. So this is 1797. The other time is 1927. Interesting. Found, please return to Wesley Beckett, barkeep of the Red Herring Inn, Port Armando. Eleanor, Eleazar, Hillary, Joliffe. Must have changed. Sorry, son, I'm so sorry. He has a wooden nose. This must be room 2, then. What on earth were you doing traveling with something so dangerous? If I'd known it was in that crate, I would have never left you keep it in your room. Corkscrew? What is the meaning of the strange sketch that the evil beast dropped as it fled into the waves? Oh boy. Bad omen, perhaps? If so, I fear the bosun's prognosis is grim. Dear Mother. Okay. Red tincture. Dried roots and herbs. So this must be the healer. Red herring inn. The red herring, huh? So Wesley Beckett is the barkeep. Eleazar and healer Joliffe. Alright. This is Joliffe. Wesley Beckett. Eleazar. Figure out the rest in a minute. Jump to the 20s. Alright. We're back. Battered cod, receipt, table 1. Pencil M, Mariner's Lightning. Light cutters loot with lighthouse. Gangsters used the lighthouse at Port Armando to crash ships so they could loot them. Light hands Loretta, the sole female member. Why are you stuttering so much? Sorry to burst your bubble, Jasper, but that's a fake. Got the real one right here in my pocket. Wait, where has it gone? A knife! My research proves this is a genuine artifact. Goateed fool, leave. Mr. Wiles and Miss Swan are here to amuse me with their naivety. Wiles and Swan. There were first names associated with that somewhere in here, right? Eliza Swan, one of the airplane stunt people. Wiles. Oh, okay. None of this looks useful. Support local library. Ruby ring. Bosun Garner was mauled to death. Okay, well. For instance, his name is Eleazar Garner. Quite a lot of stuff going on outside. Oh boy. It's Marsh. Guess what I've just got a hold of? The one and only remaining Captain Triton's final voyage. A lot of people have pieces of this map. ES. Eliza Swan. Again, another piece of the map. Lots of pieces of the map. Radigan lead us pub crawl toward the Desert Day Islands. Rusty anchor the raised tankard. Radigan Olita. That's his name. Alright. Radigan Olita. Oh. Fuck. That guy. Oh, shit. Mr. Bordy is greedy as the 1200 in advance. Boot. Manhole cover key. Oh, heaven have mercy. Oh, hey, the healer guy. His little amulet. My noble son, I leave you this necklace belonging to my father, Abacus, 1752 to 1815. May you hand it down to your children one day. Okay. We have a first name. Boop. Which means then his last name must be Joliffe as well. Where is he? There you are. Edward. Maybe Edward is his name? Edward, Joliffe's Museum of Antiquity. Yep, okay. Edward. Old Woman by Unknown Artist, donated by Asia. The drawing. Beach after the tsunami of 1905, washed away by the Desert Day Islands. Captain Triton's infamous crew, the last week after learning of the Marian vessel. Okay. Ah, cigarettes. That would be the person. Ms. Bordy. Alright, so her last name is Bordy. courtyard in front of the museum. As per your instructions. 1,200 whatevers. It's got 2 little sailing things on it. That would be this horse. He has a tattoo of a boot. I don't know what that means. Who owns the horse? Birdo's song, perhaps? Light Hands Loretta. It's got a boot. Hey boss, it's Marsh. That might be part of the gang. The leg cutters, right, okay. It's a broken leg, that's why. So her name is Loretta, 'cause she's the only female member of the gang. Marsh. Wiles. Martian Wiles. Jasper. There we go. Jasper Wiles. Jasper. There you are. Marsh. Ansel. There we go. Ansel Marsh. That's everybody. All right, we got it. Which proves each map is not the original from 1797. Skull Island. St. Osmond Lighthouse in Skull Island. That one didn't exist back then. Solemn Puffer was discovered in 1823, so if there's a puffer somewhere on it. This one, yep, there we go. Can't be from the 18th century. Rusty anchor in the raised tanker. A specimen was discovered on a nearby beach after the tsunami of 1905 washed away one of the Meserad Islands. washed away one of the islands. Skull Island is missing here. I think that's how that one's proven. Close. I feel like we're close. Let me go back to the 18th century. Hold on. See if there's something in here that I missed. Change to the battered cod. Oh, that's the symbol for the battered cod, established in 1892. There we go. So we know who actually has the real one. Who does have the real one? Not that guy. Not that one. She doesn't have one. He doesn't have one. He has the wrong one. She doesn't have it on her. This guy actually does have the right one. Okay. A creature? Beast. A beast. Okay. Mauled. Elzar Garner, who in turn shot afterwards. Come on. Abacus relief. Found a drawing. Portrait, whatever. Hold on. Almost maybe the map? There's a map on the back of it. Okay. In 1927, we know that's the correct one. So Jasper Wiles hired Loretta the map from Edward Jollife's museum. Okay. No worries, lurking's fine. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. However... So who did the beating? Did Jasper Wiles do that? No. Okay. I don't think that's it, at least. I mean, that's a pretty savage beating with a crowbar, let's be honest. This horse is dripping wet. Why is the horse wet? Is it because it was tried to clean off? Maybe the horse was used. Hey, there we go. I got 15 minutes to finish this, no pressure. Loretta was supposed to exit the sewers via the manhole cover outside the front of the museum. Said she left through the one behind the museum. In an attempt to escape the map. Jasper spotted her, chased her on horseback, trampled her to death. Afterward, she washed the blood from the horse's legs in a trough in the alley. Oh, I guess I missed the trough. Jasper, Eliza, allow me to introduce you to the rest of the team. You already know Miss Song, our scientific advisor. What branch of science do you specialize in? Animal physiology. Tally-ho! Ivan Kearns, our driver and explorer extraordinaire. I'm sure you've heard of him. And last but not least, our trusty captain. Ready to set sail, sir. Esteemed gentlemen, on the 27th of February, a Lemurian vessel was unlawfully attacked and her cargo pillaged. This incident has enraged the Lemurians even more than such acts typically warrant. Accordingly, I hereby issue the following strict orders. All vessels entering our harbors or encountered upon the high seas by naval forces shall be thoroughly searched for Lemurian relics. Any such articles discovered are to be seized forthwith. Any persons found in possession of said articles are to be apprehended and, following a proper and lawful tribunal, hanged for piracy as befits their crime. This order shall remain in place for 20 years. Sincerely yours, Nicholas Maker, President of the Noble Seven Seers Company, Lanka, Lemurian Region. Alright. Broadside Betrayal. Mutiny aboard the Last Reaper. Ooh. That guy doesn't look so good. Sorry, lad, there's only room for me and my boy. It's every man for himself now. He's the one with the map. You lost your wits. We're on the same bloody side. Pull me aboard. Comatose. Okay. outnumber us, but we're twice the sailors you'll ever be. Surrender now, I might let you keep breathing. Dagger, Uri, Cutlass. Pile of cannonballs. Cut out for this, I chop meat, not men. I don't want to die down here alone. Ma, please watch over me. That guy is very dead. Cutlass inspection. Cheap low-grade material replaced soon. Plain, Nunda, and Valeria's cutlass is blunt, sharpened soon. Okay. All hands aboard the Last Reaper. With the untimely passing of Captain Triton, the fate of the ship now lies at the hands of the crew as per the pirate code. New leadership was decided by vote. Following terms are hereby set forth. Vote shall take place at the deck at high noon. Each crew member shall cast one vote with the exceptions of the Powder Monkey, whose rank doth not grant him such privilege as the candidates themselves. The tally shall follow below. Alistair Sims and William Nunda. A bullet is lodged in the mast. Interesting. Prepare to lose your life just as you and your followers lost the vote. Foaming at the mouth. Oh my god. Ain't going nowhere unless you go through me first. But now we're wanted in the captain's quarters. Ahoy, men, get your backsides here now. We have a mutiny on our hands. Okay. Take this, you filthy rat. C2 Garner's nose and Horn's leg. You're no captain, couldn't find gold in the gunner's gob. Lots of words that mean next to nothing. Now we jump forward to the 20s. Ah, that guy was killed. This feels very, what's it called? Obra Dinn. Are you all right down there? Shiny gem, a net. Someone fell down. Ah. Going down there, Ivan. Ship is falling apart, let's leave. Tell the old geezer to forget whatever junk he saw that drew him down there. Spoils of the expedition shall be split among the 6 party members as follows. 35% to Spilsbury, 15 to Wiles, 15 to Swan, 15 to Kearns, 10 to Olita, and 10 to Song. Someone's gonna die. Look here, I found the ship's log, and it contains the name of the bosun we saw mentioned in the battered cod. Oh boy. Very interesting, Jasper. Good work. That's everybody. We know this is the bosun. Dropping everything. Ow, 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 don't do that. Shit. That's the bosun, whose name I can't remember. Elze Garner. Okay, so what's his last name? Stefan Garner. He's the powder monkey. Okay. Let's figure this out here. Has a pocket watch and a cutlass. One Alistair Sims, okay, who is first mate. There we go. guy. C to Garner's nose and Horn's legs. C to Garner's nose and Horn's leg. Horatio Lyon, I think. All in other woodworking. It's all wood stuff. Horatio Lyon is the carpenter. Okay. Got that. Couldn't find gold in the gunner's gob. Don't know what that means in this case. William Nunda is the one who... Cutlass inspection. So that guy, whoever he is, inspects cutlasses. Responsible for weapons, master at arms, Ezekiel Parker. Okay. The guy bleeding out is Ezekiel Parker, the master at arms. Boop. He has a peg leg, a horn. Sebastian Horn is the helmsman. All right, the guy with the peg leg is the helmsman. The foam in the mouth. Oh, right, there are people in the hold as well. Chop meat, not men. Chop meat. Mari Selwyn, the cook. Alright, now we gotta figure out things with... You do have a cutlass. The other ones also have cutlasses, and we can go from this. Swift, you still using cutlass made of cheap, low-grade metal. Lane, Nunda, and Valerio's cutlass is blunt. Swift using cutlass made of... So that's not Swift. Cheap, low-grade materials. How do I know whether it's a cheap, low-grade material? They all look the same. They all look exactly the same. Oh wait, this cutlass is broken. Maybe that has something to do with it. Cheap, low-grade materials. So this is the one with weird thing around there. Cheap, low-grade material. Swift. Maria Swift, sailmaker. Which means... the others are not giving me great. So that guy did end up using his cleaver. Oh, so he fell, hit his head, started bleeding, and then was dragged into the depths by the creature or whatever. Ah. Guy on the rigging is maybe the rigger? It seems kind of silly to say, but... He's down by the cannonballs, so gunner? Valeria's close. Nanda and Valeria. Valerio's the one I just said. Okay, the main Peter Lane, the navigator. And Nanda's second mate. Blunt cutlasses. Ah, so that's... Okay, you can see the cutlasses blunt. There we go. So that's one of the blunt cutlasses. That's one of the blunt cutlasses. Gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. And we already know... Sharp. Sharp. Doesn't have one. Sharp. Sharp. Blunt. We already know Valerio. Lane and Nanda. Nanda was the one... Why is my mouse jumping so much? I don't understand what's happening here. Okay, so I think this guy's the second mate because he's the one that was trying for captain and didn't get it. And then this must be the navigator then. Hey, we got there, okay. Skeletons, whose is whose? Alright, and who, oh geez, who killed who and what and oh boy. We know that right there is the first mate. Oh, we can use the rolls. Okay, cool. First mate killed by the carpenter with a gun. He's got a big hole in his forehead, so pretty sure that's it. Pistol. There we go. This guy was killed with a cleaver, so we can pretty easily do that. This one looks like he was killed with a dagger. We can go with that. This guy was killed with a spear. Or harpoon, whatever. Alright. That's an axe. That's a cutlass. That guy has an open head. He has a dagger. So, dagger on there. Okay. So we know, for instance, that... Sorry. The guy with the gold tooth is the gunner. He was killed by the cook because the cook had the cleaver. This guy had earring, which I think is the carpenter. He was stabbed in the eye with a dagger. Someone who got in here. Little handled dagger like that. Can't be that guy. That guy's fucking bleeding out. That guy. This guy is the one who killed that guy. Rigger. Everybody killed everybody. This guy is the one with the axe, so the one with the axe, helmsman, killed that guy. I'm guessing it's the same with this. Killed him with an axe because the head split open like that. I think this guy has been shot. The one with the necklace. That's the cook, okay. Helmsman is the one that died up on the stairs. So he's here. Identifying features. This guy has a silver ring. Is that on the skeleton in here? Yes, okay. So that guy is the rigger, which makes the only person left the sailmaker. Why do their skeletons look so kind of inhuman. They don't look quite right. Like, this has, like, almost mandibles? Like, pincer things? This has almost, like, a kind of muzzle sort of thing going on here. This has really sharp canine teeth. Big and sharp. They look really weird. Okay. I'm gonna assume the carpenter is the one who killed the bastard arms. Because he doesn't have a gun. How was the cook killed? Arm was chopped off? That guy didn't get anywhere. He probably didn't get up the ladder. Ah, but his arm was chopped off down here. So he might have actually been killed by that guy with the kukri. I think I'm saying that right. Kukri. Never mind. Kukri? The navigator was killed by the bosun. Gotta check the rigger and the helmsman. The helmsman was stabbed with a cutlass. This guy was stabbed with a shitty cutlass, which was the sailmaker's. The other one who had the gun. Apparently this guy wasn't shot. I'm looking at a thing, and I'll admit, I don't... Oh, he was shot. He was shot by the rigger, not... Okay. Not sure how he get that. The rigger? I didn't think he had a pistol. This guy. Oh, he did! Oh, yeah. Okay, fair. In 1797, the last Reaper's first mate was elected ship new captain, voted in by the... We know some of this. The second mate lost with votes from the carpenter, the sailmaker, the gunner, and someone else. Bosun, the navigator, the helmsman, the rigger, and the cook. So the master at arms. That night, the second mate and his supporters attacked the first mate's faction. There was deaths on both sides. Pretty much everybody died. While the fight raged, Bosun and the powder monkey escaped with the map. Okay, there we go. 1927. Radigan Olita. That's the captain's name. Went below deck spotted a gem through a grate. Grating. Heard a splash, which toppled a ladder. No, that doesn't seem right. Someone hit us something. Ah, pulled a net. Pulled a net. There we go. Someone pulled a net. Pulled a net. Top of the ladder, so adding an Olita fell and hit a cannonball before being pulled into the sea. Got it. Got it. Continue. Several hours after losing the vote, William Nunda's supporters launched a coordinated attack on Alistair Sim's faction. On the deck, Nunda and the Master-at-Arms ambushed the helmsman, thinking they had him outnumbered. However, they didn't realize the rigger was above them, making it a fair fight, which they lost. Eventually, everyone killed one another apart from the bosun and his son, who escaped with a map. More than a century later, the expedition team found the shipwreck. Radigan Olita was lured into a trap and dragged into the sea. Das nicht gut. My dearest Walter Keane, it is with the deepest gratitude, Walter Keane. We're going back to the last game, I think, in Aragon 2. I think that was the Prince. I'm just remember everyone dies. The end. Yeah, basically. It's with the deepest gratitude I put pen to paper, for it was by your noble hand I was delivered from certain doom during the reign of the Order Party. Aha, yep, the Order Party. We're back to the first game. Post first game, though, the time has come to me to repay my debt in kind as custom of Lemuria, life for life. I understand that unfortunate events have rendered you a shadow of the man you once were, bowed and wearied by the weight of cruel fate, yet take heart, for there exists a remedy. On the 27th day of February, a Lemurian sentinel vessel shall depart from the Ashur Haven and make its course to the volcanic Isle of Craven Rock. Aboard shall be borne a number of sacred relics destined for the annual ritual of restraint. Among these artifacts is one singular power known as the Wish Bloom. You shall know it by its unmistakable fragrance, both sweet and strong. Should you come into possession of this gift, you will become a new man. Upon my solemn oath as the son of Lemuria, I affirm that all I've written is true with unwavering loyalty. Aragon 2. Interesting. Sickness and health. The law of the jungle takes its toll. So we're still in the 18th century here. That guy looks rotted. No shit, he's not breathing. He's green. My punishment is the only reason I'm alive. This is the bosun's son. Okay. Next tent. Also green? Oh, everybody turned green. I swear I didn't know you won't shoot a sick woman, will you? Okay. She doesn't look good. Sorrowful thing what befell Walter Keane. I liked him. He never hit me, not even once. Drowsiness doth overtake me. The witch proclaims herself stricken with illness. Is that Walter Keane? I can't remember what he looked like. Ah, Walter Keane is the robber, that's right. The dashing robber that gets blown up at one point. Huh. I don't see him here, though. Captain's journal, continuing our journey to our destination. Did what's supposed to be done. Bastard got what he wanted and what he deserved. What a jest. Heading back. Ada reports slight fever. Ada has red marks. Twerp slept on dirty. He couldn't keep his eyes open for measly hours. Penalty of death by withholding something. I am truly a genius. Almighty Dagon. Saw the dreaded spitflies again. Avert max of the deadly disease from my body. Take others. The witch claims she has prevented a cure for the fever in her kit. If this is true, give poor Tom a sign. Watch duty. Shock Triton. Cyril Emiot. Tom Adkins. Stephen Garner. Peter Baker exempt due to illness. Jump forward. Ooh, that guy died because he ate something he shouldn't have. He was the rich fuck. Spoils of this expedition shall be split among the 6 party members as follow. Radigan Olita fell out, so he gave himself an extra 10%. Brutal. Spirit Journey with Don Hernan. Oh, Manita, low levels of nerves, a calming effect suitable for loving kindness meditation. Not to be confused with Wither's Hat. High levels of nerves, beware. You can meet your shadow for experienced practitioners only. He had the second one. Twas poisonous. Maybe we can still save him. Let's see. Suffocation. Oh. So it wasn't the mushroom. The mushroom is a staging device. Interesting. High body temperature, oxygen oversaturation. Some chemicals can induce it. Oxygen blood causing suffocation. Paraxin, pink paste. That sounds like that might be what happened. Or morticium, dark blue liquid. Yellow powder hallucination, extreme nausea, not fatal. Okay, yeah. Pesticide overheats body, brain death, fatal. Damages digestive system, purple liquid. Okay. Red park marks, very high temperature, yellowing eyes, scarlet fever. Black Raven Whiskey. I'm seeing some white powder over here. Alright. The Aviatrix. Mustache thing is pink in it. Industrial processing. Seems someone is living here, but don't you see, Eliza, they're not attacking us. They're trying to scare us away. That means they are themselves afraid, so we needn't be. We should push on. Still, Jasper, Mr. Monocle is afraid, and if he wants to return home, we can't refuse because he owns the ship. Surely you can see that as well as anyone else. I was right when I said that the faces looked weird. I was right. What does that mean? Huh. Oh, Jesus. Well. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. Never hit me, not even once. Drowsiness doth overtake me, and the witch proclaims herself stricken with illness. And this guy doesn't have boots, and this has... Okay, so... Bootless man. Saw the dreaded spit flies again. Avert marks of the deadly disease from my body. Take others. The witch claims she has a preventative cure for the fever in her kit. It's true. Give poor Tom a sign. Okay. So this must be for the quote-unquote witch. Bastard got what he wanted, what he deserved, what a jest. Getting back, Ada reports slave feeder, twerps up on duty. So this is the captain. The captain is. He's got a fancy sword. I don't know if that's the captain these days. I'm trying to figure out what's written on his hand there. Ah, these symbols. Yeah, okay, so that's Tom. Whoever that is. Okay. Now we know the aviatrix goes here. The one person who has the kit. Here we go. The health kit. Health kit. He has this insignia in his thingy. This thing. This guy has facial hair to use. This guy uses the cigarettes. Okay. Deaths. These factors show the pirate's crew's death were caused by. So they were green. Blue. Low body temperature or oxygen deficit in blood. Low body temperature or oxygen deficit. So the Firax, let's see, hold on. Okay, so none of the bugs did that. Low body temperature. They're all holding... Oh, hold on. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. Just saying. Christian is the only reason I'm alive. I swear I didn't know you wouldn't shoot a sick woman, would you? She's dying from scarlet fever, or, well, has scarlet fever. Full body, lack of oxygen in blood. Overheated body, suffocation. Either overheated body or oxygen oversaturation, but suffocated because of the tongue thing. Nerve agent or head trauma. Okay, hold on. Nerve agent or head trauma. Nerve agent. Drug. Huh. Nerve agent. Neurosynth, hallucinogen, extreme nausea, not fatal. Bot 42, maybe? Baraxin is still my best guess here. Incorrect. All right. Okay. All right. This is... see if I can plug this in and still see what I'm doing. Oh, this is weird. Because it's dying and it doesn't like me. Okay, there we go. Okay, make this work. Let's go look back at the scene again. I know what it is, I just don't know why it is what it is. Primordial salt. Well, that didn't do it. That's why. Okay. Alright, events. 1797. That guy. He's not on here. Or Ada Baker contracted scarlet fever. To prevent themselves from getting ill. The other three. Jacques Triton, Cyril Emiot, and Tom Atkin consumed the primordial salt she provided. The remaining crew member, Stephen Gardner, was used the primordial salt, having slept on watch duty. Okay. However, the primordial salt was poisonous, so Triton, Amiot, and Atkin died. In 1927, Antoine Spilsbury, one of the expedition, terminated after the body of... what's that guy's name? Ivan... no. Spilsbury? Wiles. Jasper Wiles? No. Jasper Wiles is the... Radigan Olita. Is that him? Yeah, that's Routing Orlito, who is a member of the leg gang. I didn't know that. Was discovered. To ensure that the expedition continued, someone killed Anton Spilsbury with Faraxon. Now, Faraxon is... which one? The pink one? Pink paste used in industrial processing? I think that's... yeah, Mustache Man here. This guy, interesting. Or no, I think it's this guy that's doing it. Jasper Wiles. He's the only one that seems... okay, apparently I'm wrong. Again? Ivan Kearns is the only other name on there, so... now I'm confused what I did wrong. I thought everything was right here. Adkin. Garner was refused salt, slept in watch duty. Ada Baker contracted nothing. Nothing? So she was faking it. I didn't even know that. I didn't pick up on that. Huh. Okay. How many more do we have? Ada Banker painted red spots on her face to convince the crew she had scarlet fever. As the ship's surgeon, she prescribed them all a prophylactic antidote, which was actually poison. Only Stefan survived, as Captain Triton had denied him the dose. When Anton Spilsbury, Routing Orlito's bloated body, strung up like a scarecrow, he panicked and wanted to end the expedition. As the financier and ship owner, his decision would have been final. To prevent this from happening, Ivan Kearns laced Antoine's whiskey with a deadly pink paste, which he had kept in his tent disguised as mustache wax. Alright, dear Quick Eye Steward, it has come to our attention that a new obsession has gripped Port Armando, the hunt for the legendary Captain Triton's treasure. We require you to proceed there immediately and investigate the matter thoroughly. Our sources suggest the treasure may conceal the fabled Lemurian artifact known as the Wish Bloom. According to legend, the Wish Bloom possesses the ability to grant wishes, though it does so in a perverse and twisted manner. Securing this artifact is of utmost importance to our organization, however you are to exercise the highest degree of caution in its presence. We have enclosed a Lemurian text detailing the known properties and behaviors of the Wish Bloom. Study it carefully. Finally, you will need to contact our initiate, whose details are provided over leaf. He will obey your orders, help you in this mission. Yours, the Masked Quick Eye Master. Wish Bloom, Old Bones, and Old Sins. So I think this might be the end. This might be
I'm right again.
Part of it.
That happens to me a lot.
I was confused again because it was coming, the sound was coming out of my speakers and not my headphones. Threw me for a loop again. Who the fuck is this guy? Can't bear to sniff part with the treasure, eh? Then you can stay with it forever. Chew. Ha 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 ha. The raid went off without a hitch. The Lemurians were no match for a steal. Oh, this is the original. This is before. This is back in 1797, before anything else happened. Okay. Cracked open the chest, a potent sweet scent poured out, filled the room. Pleasant though it was, it sent me off in a fit of sneezing. Word of our attack has circulated. I've learned the Seven Seas Company has ordered naval forces to search all ships Entering the company's harbors and to seize any marine artifacts found on board. No place we can hide the chest till this blows over. We'll set sail tomorrow. Okay. Please, Triton, if he must be sentenced to death, can we at least allow him quick and painless end? Don't leave him in that hellhole. Fret Ada, if he told true about those man-eating white alligators attacking them, his death will be quick. Otherwise, the bird will get what he deserves. I think the alligators may have been alive, Tom. Then maybe Jimpo is alive. Shouldn't we check? What do you think, Cyril? Welcome to climb down in the grotto and find him, Stefan. Should not risk it. That bastard threw his lot to seal his fate. So who's getting lowered? No idea. He's got the marking things, though. Captain, as I should be, at final meeting, I must say that you are sorely deficient in both elegance and intellect, bear more resemblance to a brute than to a man. Okay, interesting. Boots. There's some of the wish bloom, I think. Sir Walter Keene, Esquire. Yeah. Interesting. Huh. Interesting. Ooh, fuck. Ada Baker. She lived a dangerous life but always landed on her feet. $50 kilograms. Radio beacon. 100 kilograms. Putridium. Okay. Invert vine is known for its foul and overbearing aroma, often likened to that of rotting eggs. Can use to mask the scent of food, deterring wild predator and scavenger animals from detecting or approaching it. Airship, which is in the water. Hydrogen, this was sear, hydrogen. 150 kilograms should be plenty. Liza Myrtle, can you hear me down there? Gas mask. Made it down. The place is teeming with awful weed Myrtle showed us. Thank God she brought protective gear. Ah. 5 or 6 bullets. 5 or 6? 5 of 6, okay. Excellent. Envelope. Stop, wait on nearby islands, stop. When I have it, I will activate beacon, stop, fly to beacon signal, stop others. May emerge from grotto with me, stop, bring Tommy's, stop. Ivan. Okay. There's a big hand there, which is a little disturbing, to say the least. Treasure of Captain Triton. Now we go look at what the hell is in there. Because that's... yeah, that's a lot. What the fuck? That looks like the thing. Meat grows thick and tall in dark caverns, hates sunlight. Extremely harmless, entirely harmless, but it does get an inert slime all over everything it touches. I know it's down here somewhere, but where to even begin looking? We're surrounded by a thick wall of sorrel glass, any part of which could be covering it. Take a lifetime to hack through all this. We need to be sure of our direction. Empty glass jar. So that's really it, huh? No wonder why. No wonder she wanted me to do it. Tell me, do you enjoy your life? Huh. I, Myrtle Song, hereby promise to give my share of the treasure to Eliza Swan if she is able to find the wish bloom. Huh. 5 of 6 bullets. Whenever I find my cherished wish bloom, I have tried to keep you away, but clearly my efforts have been in vain. So concludes my explanation of the wish bloom's effect and the medium through which it acts upon its subjects. If you doubt what I've written here, brace yourself, then cast your gaze above the entrance. Do not be alarmed by my appearance. I mean you no harm. I've lived a long time, my lady, much longer than most, and I can honestly say my best years have been spent living this way. With the wish bloom by my side, I feel wonderful. Huh. Okay. Turn right. Right engine power output needs to be higher than the other engine. To turn left is the opposite. Okay. Weight limit in QFS. This is fun. Alright. 1.5 QFS is equal to 1 kilogram. Is that right? 300 times 1.5? 150? Double check the this thing. Yeah, QFS should be higher than kilograms. 100 kilograms is 150 QFS. So in reality, kilogram is equal to 1.5 QFs. So if we're taking QFS divided by 1.5, and my thing just went out for some reason. Hello? This keeps happening. I don't understand why it's losing connection. Know if I... Well... Why is it like this? I don't understand what it's doing. Oop, we're back. Okay. don't understand why it keeps breaking connection like that. And now it's loud. Make any of this make sense? All right. Anyway, what the fuck? What just happened? Why does it keep trying to play things off of my phone? There's nothing playing on my phone. Is that the reason why this is happening? Okay. Ugh. There it goes again. Alright, I'm just disconnecting from my phone because apparently something's wrong with the Bluetooth there. Alright. So the weight limit in kilograms is actually 200 kilograms. That's the thing. Ivan's weight... Who's Ivan? I don't remember who is who anymore. This is Ansel? Is that right? That guy is over 90 kilograms. Treasure's weight in kilograms. How do we know the treasure's weight? Obviously... Oh, right, because it's 100 kilograms. At least 100. Nope. At least 50. Ooh, come on. So the total weight of all of that. Math, math, math. Plus 90 plus 50 is 210, which unfortunately is greater than... No, I fucked up. Where did I fuck up here? 70, 90, 50, 210. Oh, wait. I just messed up the left and right and left. Okay. Oh, the air balloon displaces the hydrogen. Is that what that is? So you inflate the balloon to lower the thing. That's counterintuitive, but okay. There we go. Okay. In 1797, okay. drew his lot. Okay. So Walter Keane. Sabotage is not the word I want here. Rigged. The riggery. Rigged the lot so he was tasked with entering the grotto together with whoever this guy's name is. Jimpo Jenkins. They hid the treasure in a cave. Inside the cave, Walter Keane killed Jimpo Jenkins? Walter Keane then is the key. Oh, hold on. This is Walter Keane's hat. There's the wish bloom. It's wrapped in the stinky weed. Okay. Stole the wish bloom. Before exiting, Walter Keane wrapped the wish bloom in a tritium vine because this masked the smell, because it smells sweet and lovely or whatever. But because Jacques Triton sneezed, that's what it is. Walter Keane was caught. Okay. In 1927, a lot of people entered the grotto. Still trying to figure out why there's a giant hand here. I also feel like I'm missing somebody here. Oh, no, that's her. She's been shot. Okay, got it. Okay, so Eliza Swan, Myrtle Song. Jasper Wiles, Ivan Kearns entered the grotto and found the treasure. While winching it up, winching it up, Ivan Kearns activated a remote beacon, I think. Beacon. When Jasper Wiles climbed out, Ivan Kearns and Anselm Marsh restrained him. Anselm Marsh then... Wait, is this right? Shot Ivan Kearns because he Weight limit. Okay. Exceeded the weight limit. But because Ivan Kearns inflated the weight limit, the airship plummeted, so cancel march round. Nope. Do I have them mixed up? Maybe I have them mixed up. Yeah, I did. Or, hold on. Nope, okay. Oh, wait, he inflated... Wait, because the thing is backwards. That's right, remember? And... Engine... Up is to inflate the balloon, and that lowers the thing, so he crashed it. It wasn't about the weight limit at all. He just sucked at what he was doing. Alright, so he inflated the balloon. There we go. Meanwhile, in the grotto... Eliza Swan... Myrtle's song promised to give Eliza Swan treasure? My best guess, because it's a portion of the treasure. If she found the wish bloom. To achieve this, took her gas mask off. She's the only one that doesn't have a gas mask here. To achieve this, Eliza Swan removed her gas mask and followed the wish bloom's smell. But after reading someone's letter, realized that blah 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 blah. Ah, this is and you can see on the back of his turtle thing is tattoos. So after reading Walter Keane's letter, Eliza Swan realized that Myrtle's song I wonder what she wanted me to do it. Tell me, do you enjoy your life? What is that Myrtle song? Tricked? Sabotaged? New? The wish blooms smell transformed people. Eliza Swan shot Myrtle Song. Boom. Okay. 1800. New timeline unlocked. You ever wish you could change the past, my love? Ah, this is because of the wish bloom and the transformation that happened here. Okay. No, darling, I already got my wish, and so much more besides. This is Walter Keane. Okay. Jax Triton and his crew pillaged a Lemurian ship after Ergen 2 tipped off Walter Keane. Treasure in their possession. The crew got searched? Or no? Infected. Oh, yeah, wait. Infected by the Wishbloom's smell, except for Elazar Gardner, because he had no nose. Meanwhile, the 7C company searched for the Wishbloom, so the crew hid it. While doing so, Walter Keane stole the Wishbloom, but he was caught and sentenced to death in the cave. Grotto. Nope. What did I do wrong? We're almost there. Almost there. This is the end. Belgian Marine ship, Ergen 2, tipped by Walter Keane. And the crew infected by the Wishbloom smell, except for because he had no nose. 76 company searched for the treasure, so the crew hid it. Keane stole the Wishbloom, caught, death in the grotto. Village, the Marine ship, Ergen 2, Walter Keane. Crew infected Wishbloom smell. That is our nose. Searched Wishbloom. Search for treasure. Okay. That feels okay. On the way back to the ship, Ada Baker, that's her, successfully poisoned everyone except the kid, other Gardner, Stephen Gardner, who then must have spared her. I mean, he was holding her at gunpoint, so... On the journey back home, the remaining crew members killed one another except for Elazar Gardner and Stephen Gardner, who escaped with the map. After making it back to Port Armando, yeah, it's when he transformed. That's what happened. And that's what Stephen Gardner transformed and then fatally wounded Elazar Gardner, who in turn killed Stephen Gardner. Meanwhile, back on the island, Ada Baker and Walter Keane also transformed. Weird stuff. Okay. And that had nothing to do with any of the other things. Wishbloom's smell infected the pirates during their journey to the island, although they didn't know it yet. After the poisoning, Stefan spared Ada, so she returned to the grotto to rescue Walter. The couple lived happily together until Ada's eventual death. In 1927, Myrtle convinced the expedition team to wear gas masks into the grotto, telling them the sorrel grass there was dangerous. When Eliza learned that the Wishbloom smell mutated humans and animal hybrids, she realized the real reason Myrtle had insisted on the masks, and that Myrtle has sacrificed Eliza's humanity to find the Wishbloom. 5 years later. Package delivery. That guy looks familiar. Why does that guy look familiar? Thank you for playing. Okay. Huh. I have many questions still, but that is everything. So, alrighty then. That is everything. I have nothing more to add. All right. Well, thank you for joining the stream. I know this one went a little longer. Thank you for bearing with me as we finished this up. We are done now, though, so that's cool. So we won't be going back to this game again. Not that that's a bad thing, but I'm ready to have something a little different than, you know, these kind of puzzle mystery games I really do like and appreciate. At the same time, there comes a point when you're kind of done with them for a little while. You know, you need to put it away. They're brain teasers. They're like logic puzzles in a lot of ways. And so after a while, it just starts feeling repetitive. That's not to say that this was repetitive. It's just, you know, in general, the genre, whatever. Interesting game, fascinating stuff. I feel like I resonated far more with the main campaign that was set in like the quasi 1970s era. The DLC had some things that related to that and like tied into that and provided context for that, and that was cool. I was surprised that we did not see the golden idol from the first game come up until the absolute like second to last DLC. And that provided no additional context to the first game, which was a little disappointing. It was just kind of like an Easter egg. It was like, oh, cool, that's there. And I will say they call it the Rise of the Golden Idol, but there's no like clear thing outside of the main campaign that there's the boondoggle that does the thing. So yeah, kind of weird. I don't know. I feel like I need to look up explainers on some of this, especially that last one. Because I feel like whoever that person was leaving the box on the shore, that was important somehow. He looked familiar, and I couldn't say why. Anyway, yeah, that's it for tonight. Thank you for joining again. We'll be back on Thursday. Not sure what we'll play yet, but you know, I know I had talked about doing Indiana Jones, the DLC, so we might jump into that. I don't think it'll take terribly long. It might just be the one stream, so it doesn't add anything to the end of Indiana Jones either. I will say I looked it up a little bit. It takes place during the Vatican phase, the first big area, so you know, not exactly spoilery, or you don't have to remember exactly everything that was going on at the time. It sounds like it's kind of not standalone, obviously, but you know, not super dependent on what happens in the rest of the game. So anyway, that's it for tonight. Thank you again for joining. I'll see you all later this week on Thursday when we pick something else up. And until then, have a great night. And I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye, everybody. Mwah.